Hot mics.
Hot mics.
All
Hello,
right.
everybody. How you
Hey.
doing? This is Captain Kirk with Hormel Schlong Pilot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um, Hormel is from the company that makes Spam and Chili Mac, I think.
chili. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Duddits.
Yes, yeah. Here we are. We're here. We're
Yeah.
back. We're doing a new video, and it's Battlefield 4 is what we're going to be playing as you're listening. So we're going to be talking about pop culture and our personal lives, very much like the Big Three podcast does. If you haven't heard them, look them up. Little plug there. I had to plug them. And
They better plug us now.
they've already blessed us, which is great because they let us on their website and stuff. So it's cool. Anyway, we need to talk about something really important and dear to our hearts and probably your hearts as well. Because if you're listening to this, chances are you're our age or you're interested in some of the same things we're interested in.
No, or you're 12.
It could be, but either way, you would be probably interested in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I've been a fan of that movie or that what do you call it? Genre? Not genre.
Comic. I mean, might as well call it what it is.
The
It's a
comic.
comic.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have some of the originals. Black and white, Eastman and Laird's, Teenage
And that's,
Mutant Ninja
and
Turtles.
that's incredible. That really is
I think they're
incredible.
actually worth money.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I've got the whole set.
I'm sure they are. I mean, and that was back when they were all wearing red bandanas. There were no different
Well,
colors.
there wasn't any colors because it was black and white comic.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. But the original, I've seen some of the original artwork from back then, and all of them had red bandanas when they actually colored them in.
Oh, well, yeah, they started. Yeah, there was a comic, and then there was the cartoon that kind of spun off the comic, and then there was an NES video game which was pretty awesome. It was
It
like a
was awesome,
side-scrolling,
but so hard. Holy shit balls, was that a hard game?
yeah. And then they had the,
God.
the first movie, and they had a series of movies where they had Jim Henson, and those I thought were entertaining. I
Yeah,
I really
they were
liked
good.
them.
The first one was, I still to this day, I hold dear in my heart, is the first Ninja Turtles movie, which came out in 1989.
Was it '89?
Yeah. You know,
That was the same year Batman came out with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
yeah, and see both great movies and both like well shot, kind of gritty. They had don't like they definitely had a style to them, like a good solid style. And that was really good. I enjoyed both those movies immensely. Still do.
Yeah. Well, apparently this new one isn't as good. It might
Yeah.
be because Megan Fox is in it.
Well, that would be definitely a good chunk of it. But I still think, one of the problems with movies today, that started out in the 90s, is that everything is just so computer animated. Nobody wants to actually do anything real anymore. And the people that do, when they do actually do something real, it turns out usually much better than most people think. Um, and
Well,
so it's just
here's an
it's kind of
example. The
sad.
original Star Wars had no CG in it, and
It did in one scene where they were showing the attack plan to get to the Death Star. That
oh
was
yeah,
the
I
only.
suppose the little hologram
Yep,
thing.
that was it.
But I
Yeah,
mean, like when they had the battle, the lightsaber battle in the Death Star, it was like
right.
a mirror painted, hand painted to look like it was like an infinite drop.
Yeah, and they did that in Batman too. I mean, that's a lost art doing that.
Oh,
Even the movie, the original RoboCop, they did that. Yeah,
we were talking about this earlier. The guy who played Casey Jones in the original TMNT,
yeah.
his name is Elias Koteas.
Kotex.
Yeah, this guy, he was in Shutter Island.
Okay.
He was in Devil's Knot. He was in Now You See Me, The Killing, Last Days of Mars, Unforgettable, Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Hmm.
Well, he's been in a lot. Die, Let Me In, Shutter Island, Killer Inside Me,
Okay.
Fourth Kind, Prisoner, Shooter. He was in Shooter,
Interesting. Okay.
Zodiac, American Dad. So, anyways, yeah, he went on to live a long, happy life. Um,
uh,
so what was I gonna say here?
well, speaking of long, happy lives, a tragic thing that just happened was Robin Williams passing, which is really truly unfortunate.
That was considering where he came from. I mean, he had like he came through massive drug addiction from what I
Right.
understand, and
Yeah, multiple times too. Yeah, I mean, he just, it's kind of like the sad clown. Kind of reminds me. I can't help but think of Chris Farley, even though Farley was a lot younger when he died. But it's kind of this along the same lines. And I don't mean that's no pun, by the way. Like lines of coke. I mean, I literally mean, it's just really unfortunate.
Yeah. Wow, did you know that the guy who played Raphael in the original Turtles movie?
Josh Payos, he's actually in Gentleman Broncos. He plays the teacher and stuff like that. Yeah, he was also in Sex and the City and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm not even Googling this. This is just from memory.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
a
actually
smartphone or
had
anything.
he suffers from claustrophobia.
Is that right?
He would have to take his helmet off real quick after he played Raphael.
Interesting. That is interesting. Well, I know they had doubles for the martial arts scenes. And the guy who played the kid in the second one, in the second movie that played Kino, was Donatello in the first one during the martial arts scenes,
Whoa.
actually.
You ready to have your mind blown?
Sure, hit me.
Listen to this. And I'm searching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on IMDb.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, who is a big fan of the franchise, provided Judith Hoag with information regarding her character throughout the comic book collection. She was the one who played April O'Neil. The two were co-starring in Cadillac Man, 1990,
Wow.
when the Turtles film went into production.
Well, how about that? That is really interesting.
Now
Man, yeah.
I can't help.
That,
This is kind of morbid. I mean,
it
I don't know if
is,
it's
yeah.
morbid.
No, no, I
But
don't think so.
what if this botched turtle movie, like it was so bad and he was such a big fan, what if that's what caused it? What if that did it to him?
Oh boy.
I really doubt
Uh,
it. I doubt it.
yeah,
I mean, there's got to be deeper problems than that. But
I was gonna
honestly,
say because if he wanted to, he could do his own movie possibly or something. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say that, but no doubt
wouldn't
he was
you,
probably
you kind
disappointed.
of, I mean, if you were the director and you were like, oh man, Robin Williams is a big fan of this, we got to do a good job, and then all of a sudden it sucks as much as it supposedly does,
Yeah.
I'd feel a little bad if I was Michael Bay, I think.
Well, but part of me also is like when the original Turtles movie came out, I was still in the single digits of my age, so everything's awesome at that age.
Yeah. Uh,
However, that being said, I can still watch that movie today and be impressed by it. Versus the rest of them, I'm like, oh god, this is like it's almost embarrassing to watch, But that one was actually, I think, well done.
well, let's just hope that Michael Bay didn't create this huge tragedy that occurred this morning. Anyways,
Yeah, that'd be
kind of
horrible.
sick, but you gotta wonder. Um, well, that's yeah. So I guess we haven't seen the movie, but don't see it.
Yeah,
Like Michael Bay plus what's her name? The chick, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Yeah.
Fun to look at, but apparently she's just not a nice person. So I kind of just don't like watching her in general.
I don't either. And, just remember that your ticket that you pay for at the movie is like it's like a vote. And if you're paying to see a movie, it's like you voting for it. That's like you saying, that you support something.
Yeah, so go pirate it.
Yeah, go pirate it. Yeah, seriously. Not that we implicate or condone such activities because this
No,
is just, satire.
because
And
I wouldn't even pirate that movie.
no, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't waste a hard disk space.
Well, I want to talk about something else real quick. I want to tell you what happened to me on my birthday.
Okay.
So I was working on my birthday, and we're in Carlsbad, California. And
Happy late birthday, by the way.
thanks. It was in July, in the beginning of July. It was like a month ago.
Mm.
But we went out.
All right, fine. Unhappy birthday then. I hope it was awful.
Great.
Yeah.
We went to this we were looking for a casino, and the only casino that was open had like white. It was like really bright. It was weird. It was like a church basement.
Ooh.
It wasn't like a real casino. So we're like, this sucks. And we left, and I saw on my little phone thing that there was a strip club nearby. so we go to the strip club, right? And we just want to go in there and just kind of relax and socialize a little bit. I don't really get into going up by the stage. I don't tip the girls or I don't get private dances. It's just a waste of money to me. But it was it's like, hey, if we can have our conversation and in the background there's naked girls, oh, that's
Just
even
to
better.
enjoy the scenery, kind
Yeah, I
of
mean,
like
it's
how
like
you go to a Hooters or something like that.
yeah, it's
Sure.
kind of like having dinner with a mountain view. Yeah,
Hmm.
I guess. I don't want to go climb those mountains. I just want to look at them out the window. Just look at them from afar and leave it there.
Sure.
But obviously, of course,
You mean look at mountains that were put there by man, like that were like parts of the land that
yes,
were just stuffed with rocks?
the Twin Peaks.
Well, yeah, but that were like stuffed with rocks instead of just their natural beauty. Like, we need to make these mountains bigger. Let's just
Yeah.
stuff them full of stuff.
Hey, that's 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 fine. But so we go to this place, and obviously we start getting hustled by these dancers, and you know, the other guy, he was like, "Oh no, no, I just got here, just want to relax a little bit." And okay, that worked for a few times, but then it started not working. And oh, there goes my grandfather clock. So then, what? It was kind of funny because I started trying to come up with kind of creative ways to get rid of the strippers.
Yeah.
So this one comes up to me, and she starts asking me if I want a dance, and I was like, "What?" And then I started talking like I was drunk. I was like, I can't, so I think I'm gonna, and I'm burping to myself, and like I think I might be sick. And she just kind of like her eyes got big, and she freaked out, and she kind of backed off. And I'm like, wow, that worked. And then the other weird thing is normally like people will give dollars to the dancers on the stage,
Yeah.
but they didn't do that there. It's like guys would like make it rain. Like they'd take a handful of ones and they just throw it like take it, and they'd make it rain all this money. And there's one guy that was like there, and he was pretty funny because like the girls would go dance, and then everybody would make it rain, and then the dancer would leave, and then some dude, and I think his only job was to walk around the stage with a squeegee, like a floor squeegee,
Yeah.
squeegeeing up all the dollars.
Oh, jeez.
Hershey, who was a stripper, a dancer there, she didn't get a squeegee, and I thought, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Her name was Hershey, and they didn't give her a squeegee. I thought that was kind of weird. But anyways, so then this next one comes over, and she's kind of like spacey, and I'm just like, she's babbling, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'm gonna go, because I wasn't biting, I wasn't taking the bait, or I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna go for a dance. I'm gonna go freshen up, and all of a sudden I said, oh, do you gotta go take a poop? And she's like, what? I said, you gotta go poop, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, listen, I mean, hey, I said, we're all human beings. I mean, if you got to go take a crap, go take a crap. You don't have to lie to me and tell me you got to freshen up.
Right.
Go take a
Right.
shit. Go take
Okay.
a poop.
Sure.
And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? And she gets up, and then I hear her go to the bouncer, and she's like, this guy's just asked me if I had to take a poop. And he's like, what'd he say? He's telling me to go take a poop. And I was like,
Oh, jeez.
that was great. That was great. Me asking a stripper if she's gonna admit it. You got to go take a shit. Go take a shit. Which obviously she probably didn't have to do. I don't know what she had to do, but she probably didn't have to poop. But would you?
I would guess probably actually throw up, be like bulimic, and have it come up the other end.
Maybe, or she might have been going to,
Yeah.
get some
Go purge.
stuff to throw up her nose to make
Yeah.
it through another set. But
Yeah, probably.
the fact is that I asked this girl. I told her, admit it. You gotta go take a shit. Go ahead. Don't lie to me. Don't pretend to be something else. I mean, we're all human. You gotta go take a poop. Take a poop. And then somebody else came over and asked if we were going to be tipping, and we said no. And then I just said, hey, let's get out of here because we're going to probably get kicked out anyways.
It's so funny because if they, I've always, now I'm taking a guess. This wasn't like exactly a super premier strip club either. That was probably pretty crappy.
No, it was a dive.
Yeah, and that's sad.
But that is, next time you go into one of those places, ask the dancer if she's got to go take a poop.
Okay.
The reaction on their face will just be priceless.
Yeah.
It'll make it all worth it.
Well, good.
So, to wrap up this video, Teenage
Yes.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, don't see it.
Don't see it. It's not worth your time.
Mourn for Mork,
Yes.
and hope
Mourn
that
for
and
Mork.
hope that Michael Bay didn't kill him
Yeah. Definitely.
with disappointment. And if you see a stripper, ask her if she's got to take a shit, because personally, I don't want to be looking at anybody up on stage naked if they're constipated.
I don't care that much, but then again, I'm not a big strip club connoisseur myself. But I would hope that the working conditions would allow them to be comfortable.
I'm not
yes.
either. In fact, that's almost what makes it more comical, because there's so many people that go in there that are like, oh, this girl likes me. I'm going to give her $1, and she knows me. And it's like, no, she doesn't.
Right.
She didn't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, anything you wanna say? You wanna finish off with?
I just want to say thanks for listening, and We appreciate the feedback and the fans, and we love you.
We love most of you. There's probably one or two, but it's probably
Well,
not. It's probably not you that's listening.
considering it's only our friends and family that listen to us right now, I think I can say that with pretty full confidence.
Hmm, I don't know.
I don't know either, but hey, you know what? Honestly, though, for reals, let me get serious for a second. Stop messing around and kidding around so much. It really does appreciate when you watch, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It just means the world to us because we like that. We like that sort of thing. That's what we're into. We're not into constipated hookers and strippers or whatever else. Not hookers, strippers. I don't know. Maybe some of you are. I don't know. But we're not here to judge people. We're not here to judge. We're here to be your release of the daily stresses and help you get caught up. Because who else is going to do it? The news? Please, give me a break.
Oh, that was very emotional. That was very nice. Uh,
Heartfelt. Yes.
personally, personally, yeah, I appreciate it. It doesn't mean the world to me. But like, I mean, even if you don't like it, leave a comment and tell me that you don't like it. At least you get some recognition.
Yeah.
All right, everybody in YouTube land. It's Hormel Schlong Pilot.
I'm Captain Kirk.
Bye.
Bye.